Hello and welcome back to Calmsden Farm. You join me in field 6. We're just giving our first application of liquid fertiliser. So you'll see that the money has gone down significantly since the last episode. We have bought a weeder and we have bought 10,000 litres of liquid fertiliser. So that's in the silo at the farm. We have a worker in field number 3 on the seeder, and yeah, so we're getting through. So we've weeded field 6, and then we'll follow the weed around and get the first application of fertiliser done on all the fields. So what else are we going to do today? Well, we have also leased a front mower. Now I wanted to buy it, but funds the way they are at the moment, I thought it best to lease it for now. We're going to get our grass fields cut. We'll put that into the clamp and we'll get some silage made, because I want to try out the BGA with some of it. It's slightly different to the standard in-game ones, as it outputs different commodities. So yeah, I want to have a look at that. So we'll get this done and I will see you in a little while. So here we are back at the yard. We've just topped up the fertiliser sprayer, so you can see this is your fill point if you haven't seen this feature before. So you can go through and pick how many litres you want. So we had 10,000 before, so that was £13,200, but you can top it right up to the max capacity. So we have got, let's just get out of here, we're stuck on the gate. So we've got 3,392 litres left, so hopefully that will do us. Now I don't think, no, the worker on the weeder, as I couldn't say before, is still going. So I think what we'll do, you can see the weeds there, weed small, and it tells you what tool you can use. So we're using the weeder. There they are in the distance. Okay, so what we'll do, I think we'll go and make a start on the mowing. So here we are in field 15. This is the field situated behind the cow barn. There's the silage clamp off to the right there. So this is not a very big field, but this isn't the biggest mower setup possible, but money's tight, so we'll just have to go with it for now. Any bits I miss I'll obviously go back and get, because we want to get as much grass off this as possible. So we will have to lease a windrower and a loading wagon. Size I'm not too sure about at the minute, but I do want to get one with the silage tanks on, because that'll boost the yield that we get. Let's just get these little bits here. Looks like we haven't got any rain in the forecast at the minute. We started about 6 o'clock again. So what I think we'll do is I'll finish up here and we'll see you in the next field. Here we are in field 4. So this field is accessed through the sheep pasture and a horse training area, I'm going to call it. So we are going to mow the sheep pasture as we don't have any sheep at the minute, and all the grass we can get is going to be much appreciated at the minute. So the weeder is carrying on. I had to go and intervene again on the little glitch in field 3. I read somewhere that is in the update that's, I think it's gone to Giants for testing. So that will be, so that little issue will be removed. There's a few other bits that Oxygen David has fixed or changed or updated. But yeah, I haven't found any other issues at the minute. We have been sticking to our own farm pretty much. So I think we'll get all this mowing done and see you when we're onto the windrowing. Just on the second headland in field 15, we got all 3 fields mowed, trying to mow the horse pasture, and it didn't give any grass off, strangely. Don't know whether that's intentional or not. We've been checking the contracts. There's nothing really that is of any interest at the minute, but we may get to the point where we need to just pick one and get it done. We have moved the worker from the canola field into the field of wheat. So that's all nearly done. So those 2 will need to be fertilised at some point. So I think I'm going to crack on, and I'll see you shortly. Here we are in field number 3. We're taking over on the spraying for this field. So we're in the field with Bert. I think we're going to call him Bert, rather than try and make a hash of pronouncing that. So yeah, Bert is in the field. Bert's day out. Hopefully we're going to have enough fertiliser to get this done. We have dropped the windrower off, that's all done. Picked up a loading wagon, spoke to the dealership, and they very kindly lent us a compactor. So when we come to compact the silage or the chaff in the clamp, that's going to come in really handy, and they've helped us out a load, so it does loyalty does pay. So I think what we'll do, we'll get this spun round, onto a time lapse, and yeah, I'll see you when we start collecting the grass up. Here we go, coming up for on the last pass now down the field. GPS really is a brilliant mod, makes things so much easier. Although, as you may have seen from the slight jump in the video, it doesn't compensate for my poor driving when it comes to booms and trees. So the plan now is, this is done. I think we're going to park the spraying for one day, and we will get on to getting the grass picked up. Let's just, while that's doing folding up, let's just check we didn't miss anything. No, spot on. So I meant to say at the start of the episode that we've put narrow tyres on Class and the Fendt, hence why there's no disruption of the crops. So that was £1,000 per tractor. So we'll get this over here and we'll get it refilled. Stop by the gate. There we go. Right, we will. So here is Sweet Macca Rapide 580 loading wagon and our Weber compactor that we were very kindly lent by the store. So I've used this compactor in FS19 and it's amazing. Whether it's going to be the same for 22, I am not sure, but we will soon find out. Now, as with most things, the compacting probably will be done, most of it off screen, because it is very back and forth, but we'll show a bit. Oh dear, literally dear. So let's get to the first field. We'll drop the compactor off and yeah, let's get making some silage. So first load done, and I have to own up, I forgot to add the silage additive tank to the loading wagon. So yeah, it's my own stupidity rushing, but hey ho, we yeah, just have to make do. We haven't got enough money to return this loading wagon and excuse me, lease a new one, so we're stuck with it, which is a bit of a nuisance, nearly as much of a nuisance as the camera collision, but hey, we'll have to live with it. Nothing we can do now. So 2.5 more swaths off this. This is a good sized loading wagon for us, actually. It's reasonably narrow, reversing back into the pit from the road and then getting back round. So yeah, perfect size for us. We're at 39%. So we'll fit all this field in this load. So I'm also trying to get a bit better with picking implements up and lowering them down when turning and then working again. I've worked out how to do so the mowers all in one go, so we don't have to tab between the different tools. So we'll just, there's a couple of bits up here I want to get. And then one more down here, and then that's this field done. So money permitting, I'm thinking about maybe getting some rollers. So there's a mod out that's a concrete roller pack, which I think might look quite good. Instead of ploughing everything up and starting again and having all the cost of seed, etc. So we'll get this backed up into this corner. Start unloading. For the door to open and then back up slightly. There we go. And off to the next field. So here we are, back in the sheep paddock for what I think will be the last load. We've had 2 loads off this already, all in the clamp, ready to go. So then 1 field left to do after this, and we can get compacting. 3:45 in the evening. Should be an earlier finish than previous days, but we will see. So I'll get this done, and I'll see you when we finish collecting the grass. And here we are on the last bit of grass to be collected. We've had quite a few loads off this field, field number 4. The clamp is looking nicely full, and not sure on how much we've got in there. We'll have to have a look when we get back over there, but I think it's definitely going to do us alright for an income. So we'll get everything turned off and lifted up. So just navigating through these gateways and down the lanes, I think this map really does promote realism, as daft as that sounds. There's been maps in the past, OUTING Park, which I absolutely love. I think that's GB modding, and yeah, it's silly things like hedges having collisions, so you can't just nip through a gap. And I know this map doesn't have collisions on the hedges, but even still, the narrowness of the roads, and just how close the trees are into the road, and just really think it promotes that do it properly attitude, that level of realism, and the base game helps with that. You know, this tractor is now what, 62% full with the grass, and it chunters up that hill a bit, So yeah, I'm not even going to try and reverse in cab, maybe at a later date. So let's get this, and we're aiming for that little gap there that you can see. Just try and fill that in a touch. And that'll do there. Ease forward. Knock the engine off. That's not too bad. So what have we got? 274,000 litres of chaff. So next step, get this levelled, get it compacted, and get the silage making process underway. And there we have it. The blanketed silo fermenting away now. So our little money maker. So I think that's it for today. The Weber has been brilliant, as has the John Deere. So all that remains is to say is thanks for watching. Stay safe, and until next time, see you again soon.